This power, it's so incredibly strong.
While Talia had been busy feeding Gorgu, her stepbrother Tristan had been pursuing his own plans.
The time is almost here. The Gauntlet of Finitude is reunited, and the absolute evil destroyed. Now I can pursue my second objective.
Tristan, hey, you're not quite up to speed. The absolute evil is back. It's in this little nipper here now, and when it's gathered enough power, it's gonna wipe the floor with you and your henchmen.
That's good to know, stepsister. Men, that cannot be allowed to happen. Wipe out the dungeon and make sure I'm not disturbed.
What? Wait a minute, I'm not even ready yet. Treachery, fraud, cheater. Go get them, Gorgu! Smash them! Stop them! Pull out the nose hair!
Effortlessly, Dungeon Lord Gorgu set about fending off the attacking heroes. Now, in a comic book, you might imagine copious speech bubbles at this point containing expressions like crash, pow, bam, and the like.
That was fun. But I think we need to replenish some evilness for Gorgu before the next round starts. Time to build a dungeon and crush Tristan's plan to dust.
With those impressive words, Talia set about building a dungeon to stop her stepbrother Tristan from doing whatever it was he was doing. Would she manage to do so? Probably not. After all, this was only Mission 9, but it kept things exciting.
Don't get ahead of yourself. The rest of the missions will probably only deal with our extravagant victory celebration. Forward!
The planning far ahead evil set about raising an army that would thwart Tristan's as yet unknown plans.
With the help of its brilliant tactician Talia, of course. I'm here to chew gum and kick ass, and I'm out of gum right now. Oh, wait, no, there's still some in my bag. Now that's the taste of victory.
These taglines, I use philosophy for those.
It's payday.
A new area of the dungeon has been discovered. Man-of-wars have appeared in your dungeon. heroes set out for the dungeon. The anticipating evil was, of course, prepared for this. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Talia, turn your back on evil. I promise. I'll make sure you get a fair trial too.
You have nothing at all to say here, stepbrother. Don't you know that in the Dungeon series, evil always triumphs? Prepare to meet your doom. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha!
Manowars have appeared in...
I and the Gauntlet of Finitude fuse into one.
A new area of the dungeon has been discovered. Manowars have been discovered in your dungeon. Manowars have been discovered in your dungeon. Ding dong, it's payday.
Very good. Off you go, Gorgu. Make me proud, and then die.
Forward!
Enemies have entered the dungeon. The evilness in Gorgu's eyes faded. His fleeting time as Dungeon Lord was over, at least for the time being. Payday.
I am one with myself. My spirit opens to perform this still completely incomprehensible to Talia ritual.
One of your creatures is furious and is on strike. A creature has become livid with rage.
It's payday.
The hesitant evil's army approached a massively fortified hero city. The use of the power of the absolute evil seemed extremely promising here.
One of your creatures is furious and is on strike.
Talia and the destructive evil had effortlessly removed the first bulwark in their way on their path to Tristan.
And that was just the start. I'm just getting warmed up. Tick-tock, little brother. This time, it won't just be your school bag I'll break.
Ugh! Talia! Why do you have to be such an annoying pain? I will use powerful portal magic and transport heroes directly into the dungeon!
Hey, that's unfair, nasty, poor game design. Go, creatures! Get ready to defend! Sharpen the traps. Keep your ears perked. Keep a lookout.
A creature has become livid with rage.
The good being killing evil's armies had discovered a crystal beam.
I must continue to focus on this men. Keep Talia away.
Yoo-hoo! Tristan, favorite stepbrother. We should bury the hatchet and talk everything out. The best thing to do is just come over to me and my army without any weapons and armor, and then we'll talk.
Talia, that trick may have worked back in our epic snowball fight, but not today!
Talia and the devastating evil had more destructive power than the average Black Friday shopper. The heroes would have to think of something.
We are unstoppable! Choo-choo! The Talia bitch slap train is on its way. Next stop, Tristan's face. Choo-choo!
A hammering and thumping filled the dungeon.
Damn. Oh, those dwarves again. Ugh. Those beasts just never give up, do they? All right, creatures, prepare your defenses. Protect the dungeon, protect me.
A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. A golden portal opened in the dungeon. Heroes would burst out of it. The blindsided evil needed to act. Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Talia and the annihilating evil left a trail of devastation behind them that had heavy metal concertgoers enthusiastically taking notes.
When I'm done with these heroes here, they won't have any sleeves left. Or maybe still sleeves, but no arms. Oh, okay, even I found that line pretty second-rate, but never mind. Time to die, do-gooders.
A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. You've dug into a spider room. Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. Manivores have appeared in your dungeon.
I just need a tiny bit longer here.
A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon.
Ha! Showed him.
Golden portals opened in the dungeon.
It's payday. There are enemies in your dungeon.
One of your little snots dug into a lava lump. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. One of your little snots dug into a lava lump. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. A new area of the dungeon has been discovered. You have discovered an artifact. Ding dong, it's payday. Yet again, golden portals opened in the dungeon.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon.
Just a little longer. Just hold Talia back a little longer.
When Talia and the armies of the merciless evil entered Condor, the city of heroes, it triggered an alarm. Condor is calling for help, and the armies of the nearby fortress Horan answered the call. They quickly set out to support their allies. The time had come. Talia and the absolute evil, or its armies, had finally reached Tristan.
Tristan! Finally, we stand face to face. Time to end this storyline and leave my painful childhood behind me.
Your painful childhood? Did you have a big sister who often mistreated you too?
I was mistreated, so it was only right that some of it came your way too. And anyway, we're siblings. But we don't need to get into that. Your plan has failed, whatever you were going to do here. Surrender, and I'll let you live and parade you around in a cage.
My plan didn't fail. Behold!
Tristan had achieved his goal and used the gauntlet's power. However, unlike Talia, he did not snap, but instead did a reverse snap. Instead of releasing horrific forces like the so-called Dungeon Lord Snap, this in fact did the opposite. Healing forces swept over the land. Heroes who had once been slain were suddenly alive again. Likewise, Tenos, Talia's and Tristan's foster father. While Tristan was overjoyed at the return of his beloved father, Talia's joy was considerably more limited, and the old rage bubbled up inside her once again. The heroes, on the other hand, were of course in a celebratory mood. A great reunion feast was arranged. The Cathedral of Light, Tanos, had returned. He celebrated his brilliant rebirth exuberantly and licentiously in the great Cathedral of Light. But Talia was not yet defeated and swore, yet again, revenge.
I'm even more I'm the Queen of Evil!
Tanos was once again among the living. Should one have seen this coming? Well, presumably, because with a name like that, it was probably inevitable that he would pop up again. In honor of Tanos and all the other people who had been resurrected, a great feast was proclaimed in the Cathedral of Light.
How do you feel, Father? Are you well?
Of course, son. Ha! How could I not be well now that I am finally back among the living? I am so eternally grateful to you, my boy. Let's celebrate together with our victory over darkness.
So be it, Father. I have ordered one of my strongest warriors to guard the impregnable gates to the city. Nothing will come through them to disturb our celebrations. Go forth, Hordor. Show us what you can do.
Hordor! Hordor!
My idiot brother has gone and resurrected our even more idiotic foster father and, just for fun, all the heroes I killed in the previous part. Oh, well, at least now there's something to do. Forward, orcs! Time to blow up that party!
But the Absolute Evil's creatures were unable to take these gates. Probably not even a dragon mother or a mother of dragons would have been able to tear them down.
Total bummer, namby-pamby little pack of orcs. But hey, fine. I'll just find some other way to blow up that party.
After all the time Talia had spent talking about blowing up, it was inevitable that she would be hit by a flash of inspiration. Beneath the Cathedral of Light, there was an ancient, long-forgotten cellar. If this were filled with explosive material, it would probably lead to a dynamite buzz for the partygoers.
Everyone stop. I just had a flash of inspiration. If we stack some blazed beer under the cathedral, we can blow the damn place up along with Thanos. I am so brilliant. Forward, little snots, gather hops and malt, and let's get this party started.
The inebriated evil set about building a brewery complete with brewing kettle, an important step on the way to brewing blaze beer. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Talia now possessed a very high-level and powerful horde creature. With a little research, this could be turned into a champion unit.
Oh, is that so? You know, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I've been a general for so long, but some details...
Well, actually, it was the same in the last one.
Whatever! Let's just do it that way. It can't hurt if the cannon fodder can take even more.
Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon. The celebrations were in full swing. Thanos, the good paladin of light, however, wanted to give this joyous celebration a more personal touch.
Friends, brothers, comrades, it's good to have you by my side again. My beloved son Tristan saved us all. I have had some of these hideous horde monstrosities captured in his honor. Tristan, to you belongs the honor of bringing the purifying fire upon them.
Father, does that really need to be done? I think we could...
Oh, son, you are so humble. I'll just spring in and take over for a minute. This is for you, son. Enjoy the show.
looks like those two have found each other again. Thanos is still the same dumbass he was when I put his head on a spear. And that's where he should have stayed. But Tristan, the miserable idiot. At least they have no idea of the favor they've done me here. Okay, little snots, get to work.
Dead Horde creatures could easily be resurrected at a defibrimat in a Horde laboratory. Fortunately, the supposedly dead creature was mysteriously returned to the dungeon, where some little snots picked it up to carry it to the Horde laboratory. You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. The first Horde creature had been resurrected as a defibrimat in the Horde laboratory.
Excellent! Welcome back. I just happen to have a jolly little suicide mission for you.
Talia? Do you always have to disrupt my parties? It's like that time on my 14th birthday, when you dumped that bucket of pig's blood over my head. Men, drive that rabble off! I don't want my father to be disturbed!
Oh, yes, that's right. The red birthday. Oh, those were the days.
Talia's activities in the underground had not gone unnoticed. Heroes set out to destroy the dungeon.
As if those few pathetic wretches stand a chance against us. Go on, polish the traps, sharpen the axes, stretch tripwires throughout the dungeon.
Enemies are in the dungeon. The festivities were still in full swing, and more partygoers arrived by the minute. Just then, noble guests from the House of Martell set out with smoking tires to ascend the Iron Throne with sun spears. I mean, to join in the festivities.
They'll never make it, because they're gonna suffer a hostile takeover on the way. Forward, creatures! Scout out the area, set up an ambush, and then just let them have it.
Payday!
my friends from Martel. I'm glad you came here and brought these overpriced plastic figurines with you.
A gold vein is almost exhausted.
It's time to purify another one of those heretical monstrosities with holy fire. This one is yours, Tristan, my beloved son.
Thank you, Father. Even if I would prefer to forego the honor.
Don't be too modest now. Enjoy the show, and then we'll party on.
Fortunately, the Frankensteinian evil was now able to use the Horde laboratory to revive its Horde creatures. Another dead creature has been resurrected in the Horde laboratory. Ding dong! It's payday! Your enemies are in the dungeon. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. One of your creatures has become livid with rage. Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. A ghost hunting group by the name of Shooby-Doo was on their way to the festivities along with their mysterious machine.
Then let's see those mysterious figures disappear somewhere in the ghostly mists.
One of your creatures is furious and is on strike. It's payday.
Ha! It's time to purify another one of those heretical monstrosities with holy fire. This one is yours, Tristan, my beloved son.
Thank you, Father. Even if I would prefer to forego the honor.
Don't be too modest now. Enjoy the show, and then we'll party on.
Fortunately, the Frankensteinian evil was now able to use the Horde laboratory to revive its Horde creatures.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Welcome back, creature of the Horde. Talia cares about you and has made sure you were resurrected. Now, get back to the front, maggot.
Scooby-Doo and his mysterious machine, isn't it? Glad to see you all here.
I was gonna kill them all, and I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids and their dog.
Ding dong, it's payday.
One of your creatures is furious and is on strike.
All good things come in threes, my son. Look deep into the flames of the purifying fire, and behold the mercy our goddess bestows upon this unworthy life.
Yes, Father. If you say so.
Don't be too modest now. Enjoy the show, and then we'll party on.
Now they're sending me my new subordinates by express mail. Hop to it, little snots. Get to resurrecting so that the creature can head back into battle.
Another dead creature has been resurrected in the Horde laboratory.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
And that's a few more heroes I knocked off. That would have been a nice assignment too.
Talia, do you have to do that? You're just ruining my party like you did my 13th birthday. I'm just going to resurrect all the heroes later anyway.
One of your creatures has become livid with rage.
Ding dong, it's payday.
Ah, my friend the Switcher. Welcome. I hope you didn't encounter too many monsters on your trip.
If it hadn't been the real Switcher, but rather that upstart who's supposed to replace him, I'd have crushed him.
In keeping with the motto, better safe than sorry, the construction-addicted evil had erected a second Defi Brymat. Well done.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
The not yet lost to reason evil had built a brewery. A delicious aroma spread through the dungeon. Delicious blaze beer was ready and waited only for the hand of terror to place it into the forgotten cellar below the cathedral.
Something is wrong. I feel it. Men, you must stop Talia. Take battle formation. Trebuchets to the fore. The archers take a break, and the cavalry dashes straight on in, just like we practiced.
The first barrel of blaze beer was deposited in the cathedral cellar. However, in order for this to have a reasonable explosive force, many more barrels would have to be stacked here.
Payday! Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Ah, I see that you caught a few of these vile creatures and put them on display, my son. Wonderful.
Well, actually, they're just prisoners of war at the moment, Father.
Things such as prisoners of war can only exist among rational beings, son. The only thing you can do for these creatures is to give them a quick death, but that can wait until after the feast.
Like how? I'll free them and add them to my army. Go ahead. Go on out there. Release the cages and smash those creatures to bits. The other way round, of course.
Oi, what's that smell? Is someone brewing beer? Without letting me have any? That's downright insolent, that is. Off you go, lads. Go and get it. We're running low up here.
The delicious smell of hops, malt and barley had little chance of escaping an unerring dwarven nose. It was only a matter of time before those vertically challenged bearded so-and-sos would start digging into the dungeon.
Let them come. Off you go. Build traps, sharpen your weapons, and have Fairy Tale Throat Songs Part 3 at the ready. That way the pain won't stop at the face. It'll go all the way through to the ears.
Oi! What have we got? This is one ugly dungeon. That's not very nice. Don't even have an invitation. Come on, guys. Get rid of that lot, and then bring me the beer!
Keep your dirty hands off my beer. I need it for a... Well, never mind. Go on. Knock them down. Flatten them. Shave off their beards.
One of your little snots dug into a lava lamp. A dwarven base in the underground is undergoing further expansion. Enemies are in the dungeon. A new area of the dungeon has been discovered. The first magic battery had been completed. Now, all that was left was for it to be turned a few degrees to the north under a full moon on a clear night with a light westerly wind, and then for a one-armed Kerovati maiden to speak the magic formula over it while riding a horned wobble panther.
I beg your pardon?
Just a little joke on my part. All the magic devouring evil had to do was toss the magic battery onto a brewing kettle to boost it. Talia and the dwarf rejecting evil had driven the dwarves from the underground. These would no longer cause any trouble.
And thankfully, they also left their supply of gold behind. Well, that's friendly.
Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. Enemies are in the dungeon. Manivores have appeared in your dungeon.
Talia, stop killing heroes!
But I'm on such a roll right now.
Additional potential guests were on their way to the festivities.
Barrel collecting thing is taking forever. Can't we just raid a brewery or something?
While there was no brewery nearby where one could steal barrels, there was a spell that could be used to create resources. The magic-addicted evil vaguely remembered having used this one before.
Really? Wow, that sounds super. Well then, let's get a move on. That should do the trick.
The beer-drinking evil needed a few more barrels of blaze beer. Another delegation of guests had reached the festivities. The resourceful evil simply created a few barrels of beer without any further ado. Splendid.
One of your creatures has become livid with rage.
The somewhat confused evil was still trying to install the magic battery in its electric car instead of using it with a brewing kettle.
One of your creatures has become livid with rage.
Enemies are in the dungeon. The zealous evil had filled about a quarter of the cathedral cellar with blaze beer. With a broad grin, it got right back to work.
Somehow, I have a very strange feeling. Something is wrong here. Men, search the underground. My sister is plotting something somewhere down there.
A number of heroes headed into the underground to find out what Talia and the insidious evil were up to. jubilant supporters of the
Oh, that looks just terrific. There really seems to be some progress being made.
magic batteries could be used on all work units that would normally be operated by a little snot. The curious evil plan to keep experimenting with that. Payday. The cellar below the cathedral was filled to bursting with blaze beer. Talia and the explosive evil went about setting off the fireworks with huge grins on their faces.
Oh, I can hardly wait. Time to push the big red button.
Other guests had managed to reach the feast unmolested.
And that's a few more heroes I knocked off. That would have been a nice assignment too.
Talia, do you have to do that? You're just ruining my party like you did my 13th birthday. I'm just going to resurrect all the heroes later anyway.
Payday. Enemies have a special Naga appeared to have been captured by Tristan's henchmen and was being paraded through the city as part of the festivities. If the gracious evil were to free her, she would certainly join him most joyfully.
What a pathetic creature. Go on, get moving, mother of madness. I can feel it in my bones. Winter nears. But a nice little holy fire and a few heretics to burn will fix that.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Talia, what are you doing?
I'm freeing this Naga shaman. What do you think? That I was gonna let Thanos chase her around?
Well, maybe it is better this way. Father just gets so upset. But I'm not doing this for you, stepsister.
The Naga shaman, out of gratitude for her liberation, joyfully joined the slithering evil's army. She still had some scores to settle with the local heroes. A delegation from the distant Northlands was on its way to Thanos' grand celebration.
Ah, it's good to be back among the living. Can you even begin to imagine lying there dead forever, just waiting to be resurrected?
Weren't you in the Hall of the Goddess, Father?
I can't exactly remember. But it was very, very warm where I was. I think that was the goddess's burning light.
Ding dong! It's payday!
Talia! Stop killing heroes!
But I'm on such a roll right now.
Huh. I'll just resurrect them later anyway. So there's no point anyway!
Well, it's definitely had a very positive effect on my mood.
Talia had freed a Nomobot. This mech-trained fighter was able to deal immense amounts of damage.
So, do you remember anything else from back then?
So the last thing I remember is Thanos killing me.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. Talia had freed a Warg Rider. It could do a great deal of damage to a single target and knock it to the ground. Another delegation of guests had reached the festivities. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I wish I hadn't purified that one god. The one with the gold and the wizard.
Odo? Odo?
Payday. Fine dust indifferent evil had ignited a fulminant display of fireworks. The Cathedral of Light was now just a smoking crater, as was much of the city surrounding it. A large number of the heroes who had just celebrated their resurrection suddenly found themselves piles of ashes.
That was a great celebration. I like making an entrance with a bang. Yoo-hoo, Father, are you still there? Are you that sad little pile of ashes over there? Good, good. Can I just sit out on my balcony and drink wine for the rest of the game?
But the news of Tanos' passing was premature. He and Tristan had survived the explosion.
Talia, you evil bitch. I knew you'd show up, but you won't get me that easily.
How the hell did you guys survive that?
Tristan and I were dancing on the table during the explosion. 100% solid oak. 30% off if you picked it up yourself. Who can say no to that?
Stupid brand name merchandise, but whatever. I'm actually rather happy. Your survival means that I can now kill you again!
Evil will never triumph over me. Well, at least not twice. Die, Talia!
Tanos' crusade against Talia. Talia had once again turned Tanos against her and aroused his holy fury. An epic battle was about to begin.